Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Silver and Black coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's year 4 of this wonderful building now, and it's going to host the Super Bowl come February. Fans of the Silver and Black certainly hoping their guys will be a part of it. But this is a franchise that hasn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season.
But they should be firmly focused on getting back to the playoffs. They have the team that can do that. Defensively, they get after the quarterback. Great pass rush. And now they have a new leader at quarterback, and they expect to put some points on the board.
And meanwhile, the visiting Steelers come into 2023 with something to prove. They finished above 500 at 9-8 last year, but wound up on the outside looking in terms of the playoff race.
And you and I both know how it is around Pittsburgh. Death taxes and the Steelers finish 500 or above. But they want to get beyond that. They want to get back to those days when the Steelers were playing deep into the playoffs with a chance to go to the Super Bowl. And they feel like this team is continuing to get better.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023. The former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It was another typical season for Jimmy G last year. When he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Gets it downfield to Mayer, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 38 yards. And the Raiders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got on the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 21. Pickett to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. DeAndre Carter back deep. Yikes, terrible kick, headed straight for the sideline. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Garoppolo now. Complete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
A nice carry by Harris, who had tougher sledding than in his Pro Bowl rookie season, but still topped 1,000 yards as a Steeler sophomore. As Pittsburgh tries to climb back to the top of the AFC North, he remains a player that their offense relies on.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett going to bootleg it. Open man here is Gentry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fighting his way through contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
Garoppolo, a pass complete to Myers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got Cole on the slant. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year, just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the main field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 77 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Pickett will look to pass it. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to throw, Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Allen Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Come on, Nat.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Pickett. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Pickett on second down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. And it's caught. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Nice footwork at the 25. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Play action. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 23. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this 1st half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
A 44-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 21. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Powering forward, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 124 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd down and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
Yeah, they should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Off play action, Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll try and run with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Caught on the slant. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Touchdown! Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Olszewski now to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Raider offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Garoppolo. A dump off here to Bolden. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pickett.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Back to throw. Pickett.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Pickett. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenny Pickett.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got Myers. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Play action, Garoppolo.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
This one from 46 yards out. The kick.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 27.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Pickett on second down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
So back-to-back incompletions. That has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, it's Garoppolo.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw
as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit in play, doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Pickett.
And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw going to be taken in by Cole.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Garoppolo on first down.
Hitting Mayer here on the out route.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo.
That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Mayer.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 21.
Pickett will look to throw it here. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, two good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
To throw is Garoppolo. The throw taken in by Cole. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right there, baby.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured.
Touchdown! Jacoby Myers from 10 yards out.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Off play action, Pickett.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now Pickett.
Complete to Washington.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll throw again with Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Pickett.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Garoppolo.
Over the middle, he's got Mayer.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickens on the slant.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 yards there.
Charles in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 22. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Man open is Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll try to right side with Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts.
6-yard line taken down there after getting 8 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Now first and goal.
They run again with Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the 2 now, second and goal. Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So Garoppolo and the Raiders now.
Down by 7, 40 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. First and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Garoppolo to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He has Mayer complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting. I know that I anticipated, probably you anticipated, a comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.